Anime has been an integral part of my life for as long as I can remember. As a child, I used to watch anime on TV, and as I grew older, I discovered the vast world of anime once again. And it has led me to create so many bonds and friendships over these fictional characters. Anime can truly bring people together in ways that other media just can't compare to. One anime that particularly stood out to me was One Piece. I watched it over 20 years ago as a child on Toonami, but I never stuck with it. And at a certain point in my life, there was maybe a good 5 to 10 years where I just didn't watch anime anymore. Years later, I got back into anime again. I would watch series like Fairy Tail or Demon Slayer, mainly the more popular mainstream shonen anime. I was told by many people that I needed to watch One Piece. At first, I was very hesitant to watch it, as it had so many episodes and it seemed like such a daunting task to catch up on. However, one day I got COVID, and I had to quarantine for about 3 weeks or so. At the time, I was caught up on everything and I had nothing else to watch. So I finally made a decision and decided to give One Piece a chance, and it changed my life. One Piece is not just an anime, it's a journey. Story follows a group of pirates led by the infamous Monkey D. Luffy, who are on a quest to find the One Piece, a treasure that would make the finder the king of the pirates. Ichiro Oda, the creator of One Piece, is considered by many to be a genius in the world of manga and anime. His incredible imagination, creativity, and attention to detail have made One Piece one of the most popular and successful manga and anime series of all time. One of the things that makes Oda a genius is his ability to create complex and multi-layered characters. The characters in One Piece are not just one-dimensional stereotypes. They have unique personalities, backstories, and motivations that make them all relatable and interesting. Oda has also done an excellent job of developing relationship between characters as well, making them really feel like they are a real family. Another area where Oda shines is in his world building skills. The world of One Piece is vast, with its own unique history, geography, and mythology. Oda has created an intricate and fascinating world that feels like it could exist in reality. He has also done a fantastic job of incorporating real-world cultural and historical references into his world building, making it even more immersive. Oda's storytelling skills are also top-notch, and no one else in this space, in my opinion, compares to Oda. One Piece is a long-running series with over 1,000 chapters, and yet it never feels repetitive or stale. I remember saying to so many people, I'll never watch One Piece, it's way too long. Now, as someone who's both caught up on the manga and anime itself, I tell people it's not long enough. Oda is a master at pacing, knowing when to slow down or develop certain characters, or when to ramp up the action and suspense. He's also a master at foreshadowing, dropping subtle hints and clues that pay off many chapters or even 20 years later. Ichiro Oda's talent and creativity as a manga artist and storyteller are undeniable. He has created a world and characters that have captivated millions of fans around the world, and his impact on the manga and anime industry cannot be underestimated. Let's talk about our main protagonist a little bit, Monkey D. Luffy. Luffy's not your typical hero. He's goofy, naive, and always hungry. But his unwavering determination to achieve his goal and his willingness to help anyone in need, regardless of their status or background, is what makes him stand out as one of the best main protagonists that we have ever seen. Monkey D. Luffy, the main protagonist of One Piece, is undoubtedly one of the best protagonists of all time. There are several reasons why Luffy stands out as such a great character. Let me give you some reasons why. Luffy is a lovable and quirky character. He's always cheerful, optimistic, and never backs down from a challenge. His determination and enthusiasm for life are so contagious, and it's hard not to root for him. Luffy's primary goal is to become the king of the pirates and find the world's greatest treasure, the One Piece. This goal is so simple and yet so compelling. It provides a clear direction for the story. Luffy's unwavering dedication to achieving his goal is inspiring, and it makes him a great role model. Although despite his strengths, Luffy is not perfect. He has his shares of weaknesses and flaws too, which makes him a very relatable and realistic character. For example, he can be stubborn and impulsive, which often leads him into trouble. However, he always learns from his mistakes and strives to do better. Luffy's strong sense of justice and always standing up for what he believes in is what makes him such a great character. He believes in treating everyone equally, regardless of their background or status. He's also fiercely loyal to his friends and will go to great lengths to protect them. Over the course of the series, Luffy undergoes significant character development. He matures, gains new skills, and becomes more strategic in his approach to achieving his goals. However, he never loses his essential qualities that make him such a great character. Luffy is a well-rounded and likable character with clear goals, a strong moral code, and flaws that also make him relatable. It's a character that you want to root for, and his journey to become king of the pirates is an exciting and captivating one. Watching Luffy and his crew go through various adventures and battles made me also realize that life itself is also a journey. We should never give up on our dreams, no matter how challenging they may be. There were so many moments in One Piece that really resonated with me. But there was one scene that particularly stood out to me, that solidified me as a fan on seeing this incredible journey throughout to the end. It was that moment in One Piece when Nami asks Luffy for help in Arlong Park. That moment is one of the most emotional and powerful scenes in the entire series. It's a pivotal moment for Nami's character development and a testament to Luffy's leadership and compassion. In the arc leading up to Arlong Park, we learn about Nami's tragic backstory. Her village was destroyed by the fishman Arlong, who then enslaved her and her people and forced her to work as a cartographer to make money for them. Nami, desperate to free her village from Arlong's tyranny, has been stealing from pirates and other criminals to amass enough money to buy back her village's freedom. However, when Luffy and his crew arrive at Arlong Park, they discover the full extent of Nami's situation. They learn that Nami has been working for Arlong to save her village and that she's been pushed to the brink of exhaustion and despair. Nami was laying there crying and broken because she worked for 8 years to gather 100 million berries since her childhood, money she planned to deliver to Arlong, not to keep as her own treasure, because her real treasure was the town itself. In a dramatic scene, Nami begins to start stabbing the Arlong tattoo on her arm. She then tells Luffy to leave her alone over and over and over again, as Luffy just stands there and lets her vent and get it out of her system. Nami then goes silent, kneeling on the ground, beaten, bloodied, and broken. She then turns to Luffy and begs for help, asking him to defeat Arlong and free her village. Luffy then takes his straw hat and puts it directly on top of Nami's head, which earlier in the series, you can remember him saying, "Don't touch my hat, it's my greatest treasure," which can be interpreted in so many different ways. But to me, that was Luffy claiming that Nami was also one of his greatest treasures, as are all of Luffy's crew and friends. Luffy's response is a simple but powerful, "Of course I'll help you. That's what friends are for." This moment is significant for several reasons. Firstly, it shows the depth of Nami's desperation and despair, as she has been forced to betray her own friends to save her village. Secondly, it highlights Luffy's compassion and loyalty as a leader. He doesn't hesitate to help Nami, even though it means risking his own life and the lives of his crew. Lastly, this moment sets the tone for the rest of the series, highlighting the importance of friendship, loyalty, and compassion. It's a moment that demonstrates the power of empathy and the impact that a simple act of kindness can have on someone's life. That scene made me realize that no matter how difficult life may seem, There's always a way out, and we should never give up hope. It taught me to believe in the power of empathy and compassion. Luffy's simple but powerful response of, "That's what friends are for," reinforced my belief in the importance of showing kindness and compassion and how much that can truly do for others. One Piece has not only changed my outlook on life, but it also reignited my love for anime as a whole. It made me realize that anime is not just a form of entertainment, but it's also a medium that can teach us valuable life lessons. One Piece changed my life. If you haven't watched One Piece yet, I highly recommend it. It may just change your life too. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you guys did enjoy it. It'll help me out a lot. This is a new YouTube channel. My main channel is focused on gaming. This one is going to be focused on anime. Subscribe if you guys want to see more videos like this, future reaction videos, news updates for anime, all that good stuff. Also, if you guys want to see my full unedited reactions, my Patreon link is in the description and pinned comments down below. That's how you guys can watch my full unedited reactions and also other things that YouTube blocks as well, like, you know, anime opening reacts where, you know, some of the openings are blocked on YouTube, copyrighted and stuff like that. I do a lot of content on One Piece, especially TikTok, over 60K on TikTok. A lot of reactions have blown up for me on One Piece. I do a lot of cosplaying as well. I've done Law, I've done Zoro, I've done Tengen from Demon Slayer. We'll be going to Anime Boston as well. So if you guys are at Anime Boston, you guys want to say hi, feel free to come say hi to me. I'll probably be cosplaying as Law, and then the next day, probably a gender bent Uta, or maybe I'll be doing Zoro again. If you guys have made it this far in the video, I want you guys to leave a comment down below on what your favorite moment in One Piece is, in anything, in the entire 1,000 plus chapters or episodes. Try to keep manga spoilers out of the comments. I don't want to spoil people. I've caught up, but some people aren't. Thank you guys so much for all the support, and I love y'all, and I'll see you guys on the next video.